CKNW News Talk 980. It's Strex Live on a Wednesday night. Mark Paffrath noticed something strange in the parking garage of the hotel he worked at. There are numerous vehicles from the Department of Homeland Security sitting in the parkade. Now, Paffrath took a few photos, posted them to his Facebook. Now, the interesting thing about these Homeland Security cars is they're not far from Ferguson, Missouri. Now, the post he put up landed him in hot water with the Drury Plaza Hotel. That was the hotel he was working at. According to the Argus News Now, the Navy veteran was called into a meeting, told to delete the post. He complied with that. But unfortunately, that didn't satisfy his bosses. He was fired a couple of days later after being let go. He reposted those images to his Facebook. Now, when he was fired, there was a security guard in the room as well. Now, what exactly a whole bunch of Department of Homeland Security vehicles doing in a parking garage in Chesterfield, Missouri? It's about 25 miles from Ferguson, where we are waiting to hear the decision of the grand jury as to whether Officer Darren Williams will face charges into the shooting death of 18-year-old Michael Brown. Mark Paffrath is our guest. He's on the phone now from Missouri. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Doing well considering the situation. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, man. And I know you're getting a lot of media attention on this, too. Now, I want to start with this. When you were fired in that room, what did the security guard accuse you of being?
It's actually not a security guard. He's the head security for Drury Hotels. His name is Jim Bernhardt.
Okay, and what did Jim Bernhardt say to you? Mark, you there? Hello, Mark.
We're going to reconnect right now.
All right, can we let's get him back on. So, and this is, you there?
I can hear you.
Okay, you're in a really patchy spot, so I need you to stay in an open area here because we've only got a few minutes to spend with you. What did that head of security say to you?
He actually showed me a letter with from the Department of Homeland Security. Pretty much, they were threatening to close their account, which would cost them $150,000.
And what sort of account did they have with your hotel? It seems odd that the Department of Homeland Security would have an account.
It was a government account, I believe, with the whole. I know, like when I was in boot camp, they sent me there for the first night, and then I went to boot camp. So I believe it involves with that too. I'm not really sure what kind of contract.
How many cars were in that parking garage? Did you count them?
I didn't count them, but I'd say at least 70.
At least 70 Department of Homeland Security cars in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Yes, sir. There was actually only 10 when I arrived on Thursday, but then like at 2:30. But when I got out at like 5:30 for a smoke break, there was 70 of them out there.
Was this 5:30 a.m. or 5:30 p.m.?
5:30 p.m.
Wow, that's interesting. Now, I saw somewhere as well, did someone accuse you of being a terrorist? Is this correct?
Yes, Jim Boner also called me a terrorist and said I was dishonoring my country by posting those. Does
he understand the dictionary meaning of a terrorist? Because I don't think that you actually terrorized anybody by taking 2 photos.
Honestly, I didn't think I was breaking any laws, and I know I still didn't break any laws. So. Well,
no, that's the thing is you did, and obviously if you're a staff member of somewhere and they don't want that revealed, obviously that's a company thing. But for a head of security for a hotel to accuse you of being a terrorist, that's. Are you planning on suing him for defamation for saying that to you? Because the definition of a terrorist is someone that terrorizes other people.
Well, quite honestly, I plan on suing the federal government, the hotel, and Jim Bonehart.
Why do you think that those Department of Homeland Security vehicles there? I've got a few theories, but why do you think they're there?
It's pretty obvious that they're here for the Ferguson protest or the Mike Brown incident. Yeah,
you've got a governor that's declared a state of emergency in Missouri. You've got the National Guard sitting clearly in Ferguson waiting for something to happen, and 70 Department of Homeland Security vehicles parked in an underground garage of a hotel. That kind of tells me that grand jury has already probably made up their mind that this officer isn't going to be charged with anything.
They're making it seem that way, aren't they?
Have you had any contact with the government since getting fired?
I've had no contact with the government or the Drury Hotels Corporation.
And have you been contacted by lawyers or anything like that? Because you're in a pretty precarious position that you've kind of revealed not so much a government secret, but a questionable thing that the government is doing by parking those cars there. Why would there be any need to have 70 Department of Homeland vehicle cars in Chesterfield on any other day, even if the Michael Brown thing didn't happen?
I think it's unnecessary, and they're going overboard with the whole Homeland Security vehicles.
What's the obviously you live in Chesterfield. What's the sense like in St. Louis at the moment? Is it kind of are everyone on edge there or what?
Everybody's on edge. We're just waiting for the grand jury verdict, and hopefully it goes Mike Brown's way.
Do you think it's going to go the other way, just by judging on the amount of cars and vehicles and stuff that were parked in this parkade?
Yeah, I feel like they already know the answer. I mean, with all these vehicles here, they're preparing. It's like they already know the answer. Yeah.
I kind of get and I used the term martial law before, and everyone's like, oh, don't be such a scaremonger. But that's exactly what would happen. If there was riots, you would see you've got the governor's already said, hey, it's state of emergency. That allows him to say, all right, we're curfewing everybody.
Exactly.
Mark, are you scared for your future? What are your plans?
I have no plans at the moment. I've gotten several job offers, and right now I'm just in contacting my lawyer, and he's weighing the legal options.
Yeah. All right. Mark Paffrath is the guy that brought us these photos. I'm going to share the video that Argus News did. Hey, Mark, thanks so much for jumping on, man. We appreciate you having some time with us tonight.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody supporting me.
Hey, you're more than welcome, man. That's Mark Paffrath there. He was fired from the Drury Plaza Hotel, Chesterfield, Missouri, over the weekend because he took a photo, and like he said, there was 70 Department of Homeland vehicles parked in the underground garage of this hotel. You've got a state in the U.S. that is now on high alert for something to happen. That grand jury is said to be handing it down at any stage. We've been waiting for a few days now. But yeah, you can kind of read into that. The fact that there's 70 Department of Homeland Security cars there that really shouldn't be there. You've got the National Guard called in to possibly keep the peace if the grand jury decides that this Officer Darren Williams isn't going to be charged, and you've got the governor of the state of Missouri saying, hey, it's a state of emergency, all because of protesters. That's a scary situation when you think about it. It really is. We'll post that video. Just a strange picture just seeing those parked in that garage, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Just really quick. It just came to my head, Homeland Security was probably listening to that conversation.
Oh, absolutely they were.
Yeah.
But it's a story that needs to be told.
No, yes, absolutely.
And I guess we will find out the nefarious or non-nefarious use of those cars in the next few days. Watch this space. More Drex Live coming back in a few, but first let's get a check of your AM 730 traffic, and let's say hi to Jennifer Lee.
In Surrey, there's road work to be aware of on King George at